grapefruits in a while, and we all know I'm not gonna go to the store and buy any, so we're gonna make some together. You start off with graham flour, and it might be kind of hard to find this. I got mine off of Amazon because I couldn't find any in stores around me. Although if you have a health food store near you, you might be able to find some there. Then we're gonna add some baking soda, a little bit of salt, and we're just gonna mix that together a little bit. Once you have it mixed together, you need to add a little bit of blackstrap molasses. Then you also need to add a little bit of maple syrup or sugar. And I didn't have quite enough graham flour for a whole batch, so we're just gonna make a half batch. And we're gonna add some shortening or softened butter. And we're gonna add some buttermilk. Then also add a little bit of vanilla. Now just mix everything together until it's smooth, and it's going to be pretty stiff. Now we're just gonna put this into a cake pan. And I should be using a pan only half this size, but it doesn't really matter because you're not gonna keep them in here. Now we're gonna pop this in the oven and bake them quick. Once your grape nut batter is done baking, you need to let this cool off completely. Now once that cake is cold, we're going to take it out of our pan. Or in this case, I'm just gonna cut it loose, and you wanna break it up into manageable pieces because we're gonna take our grater and we're gonna grate it. And make sure you don't get your finger in there because that does not feel good. Now once you have them all grated, we're going to spread them onto a cookie sheet. Make sure you spread them all out evenly. Now we're gonna stick these in the oven and toast them, and you wanna stir them every so often with a spatula while they're toasting. Well, our grape nut cereal is toasted. Now you wanna let this cool completely off before you put it in a container to store it, and you wanna store it in an airtight container. And technically you should cool it off before eating it, but I'm not big on technical stuff. Now this is not just your normal everyday cereal. You want to add milk to this and then let it sit and soak up the milk for a couple of minutes before you eat it. This is what it looks like right away when you add milk, and then we're going to let it sit and soak up some of that milk before we taste it. Alright, these have soaked up a lot of the milk in here, so we're going to take a bite and make sure they're good. Delicious. I know you can buy grape nuts. I never have. I do know they're out there, but I'm not going to ever buy them because these are all I need. If you want to try making these yourself, the full recipe is in my Amish cookbook, only available on my website, socialsbylavanda.com. Right now the cookbook has a little over 120 recipes. Enjoy!